everyone, and welcome to the adventures of Pagan
And Kitten Tears.
in the game 7 Days to Die, a husband and wife multiplayer let's play. So, here I am. I've been waiting out the night here in the desert, unmoving, um, afraid to head back. But we are going to probably make our first home base somewhere in that general direction, the general area, I should say, where our backpacks are. It might not even be worth getting your backpacks low level if you don't have anything in them, you haven't really crafted anything or whatever. It's not so much such a detriment to start somewhere. Maybe you'll start somewhere better, and you can just, uh, collect and gather enough stuff once you spawn to make a new home wherever you were. But I'm actually going to go back.
Yeah, I would like to get my stuff because I actually did have some good stuff that we could use in the beginning.
Yeah. So it's let's see, it's 300 hours at 4 4 in the morning is when it becomes safe. It's considered daytime, and you'll hear a sound in game. If you listen in a moment, you will hear that will also be an audio indicator of safe time.
There we go.
There you go. Sort of safe time. There's also one at night at 2200 hours when it is considered nighttime. All right, so as I pointed out on both the compass down by my hot bar and on the map, if we zoom out or follow it, there is an indicator, visual indicator for my dropped backpack. So, gonna head on over to that, and we're going to probably continue to just use that little hut for the moment. Here we go. All right. Oh, look at that backpack. Ah, okay. Cat food. That looks like some cat food. Sadly
And some
enough.
goggles.
Cat food. Great to have. Ah, look at that. Okay, I can't. This is something that I would need a recipe for. It's an iron reinforced club. I would also need the scrap iron in which to create it. So it's pretty good to find. It's also the next highest level from gray, the orange or tan, I suppose. So a slightly better melee weapon. Some gun parts. Here's personally, and goggles, which put on my face.
I'm
Okay.
back in the desert.
Yep. So basically, gun parts. If you have the recipe, once you've found, you don't craft the gun parts currently. Once you've found the 4 or 5 pieces need for a firearm, you can, if you have the schematic, craft it. The quality, the combined quality of those pieces will determine the quality of the finished firearm. So basically, low level, I do not save any of these metal gun parts. I scrap them down into the basic metal component scrap iron because I'm not going to be crafting a low quality firearm. Ammunition's kind of rare, especially early level before you can craft it. Rare enough that I'm not going to be wasting it on a garbage firearm because once you can craft the crossbow, it's a decent enough weapon that there's just no point in using the lower level. It's more useful as steel than it is as a gun part, in my opinion. Oh, I got turned around there. All right, back to the backpack.
I found a backpack too. Duffel bag.
Ah, nice. Yeah, you'll find you're tempted to run all the time in this game, which, obviously that uses up your stamina. Ah, some pain pills. And if you then get into trouble, uh, have to fight something, as far as melee weapons go, determined by stamina to some degree, the amount of damage you do. So, just something to keep in mind. Wow, oh, I found several pain pills. That's pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, you're also going to want to definitely loot every nest you see. Feathers are used to fletch your arrows, both for the basic bow and arrow and for the crossbow bolts, which, I mean, early game and even in later game, in my opinion, the crossbow is one of the best. Oh, what's up with that? Best missile weapons you can have. So, some aloe. You also want to collect that as much as possible. All right, there is a barn right near here. Oh, by the way, the cactuses, but watch out for them because, as you can see, they will damage you when you walk over them, and the little ones can be hard to spot. So, There's a barn-like structure over here. Maybe we could take over and fortify this. How close is this?
Did you get your backpack yet?
No, actually, I'm nowhere near there. I'm just getting distracted. No point in trying to. But
Yeah.
oh,
I would like to get my
whoa,
backpack.
whoa, whoa. I think I just heard a dog.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there are dogs somewhere. Dogs are bad news. Does he see me? Maybe that barn is full of dogs. Yeah, the dogs are vicious in this game. Oh, jeez, I heard him again. Yeah, I think they're attacking that barn, so I'm just gonna...
Not go near there.
Yeah. Alright. Anyways, dogs, vicious, stay away. Dogs, unlike zombies even during the daytime, they run full speed. They also almost always cause you to bleed, and if you don't have bandages, you bleed out really quick. That's an interesting little water tower here in the desert. So yeah, when you run into dogs, early level, just try and run. If you have enough stamina, you might be able to run far enough that it forgets about you. If you're lucky. Otherwise, you'll just die running, I guess. I mean, hey, you can try and melee them early on. Um, it's your call. If you're better than me, maybe you won't have a problem. I'm just gonna run. Stay away. I should also note that I can craft a bow and arrow, and I probably will relatively soon. But for whatever reason, I'm a lousy shot with the bow. I do great with the crossbow. I don't know why. The bow's just a little weird. There's something weird and off in the aiming of the bow, in my opinion, so... But regardless of that, it is the first missile weapon you can get in the game, so you definitely want to have one. So also in the desert here, as you can see, there's not a lot of trees, which you would think would make it pretty difficult to get the resources to build your basic structures. But these pieces of dead wood that you can find in the desert...
Oh, babe, I found another desert place, and it has a church. I've never seen a church.
oh, interesting.
That's weird.
Uh-oh. 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 Bad news, bad news, bad news.
Oh, no. Bleeding out?
Most likely. Alright. Yep, see that symbol by my health meter would be me bleeding to death. And yeah, I'm basically just going to die, I'm afraid. So let me put in my bag anything I want to save, because... I mean, on my hot bar, since I have it set to drop only my backpack upon death. And I just won't go back for this one. Stay at that town you're at. Maybe we'll make our home there.
Okay.
Pain pills, pain pills.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm just going to bleed out here.
You want me to just gather a bunch of material?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had a change of plans. Oh, there I am bleeding to death.
No.
And that's a reason why well, the dogs are so deadly early game, is they almost always cause you to bleed. Other zombies can as well, but dogs, it's pretty much a guarantee. And like a fool, I didn't have any bandages on me, so they spawned me on top of a cactus. Son, anyhow.
Actually, I think this was the town that I was in before. Yeah, I was in this town before. Because I remember that floating structure.
Okay, well, we are going to make that our new base of operations.
Yeah, and it's pretty good size. Pretty good size place. Tons of cactus around it, so plenty of food. It's pretty good size, actually.
Yeah, and again, I don't like to live in the deserts, but whatever.
Can't be choosers right now.
No, this is true. Alright, see, I'm trying to not get distracted and pick up all this great loot along the way, as you keep seeing me do, but
Yeah,
it's
we really
tough.
gotta fortify the place.
It's tough. You gotta focus. You gotta focus.
Yep.
Early
It's easy
game.
to get distracted.
I am going to stop and chop these logs as I go by. As I was trying to mention. Yeah, in the desert, there aren't any trees, but there is this dead wood everywhere. Although when you harvest it, it only gives you one log. Whereas chopping down a tree will give you 2, 4, whatever, depending on the age of the tree. But there are plenty of them out here, so it is a resource that you can make wood planks out of in the desert.
I'm just gonna try to make as much wood as I
And it's
can.
hard to resist the bird's nest. I mean, I need those fletchings. I'm gonna definitely need those fletchings.
And it's cheap food too. You know, you can even.
Well, the eggs, yeah, they are. The only thing about them is you need to make the boiled eggs. You will unfortunately need one bottle of water for each egg you cook, and water is a scarce resource early in the game. So later on, you can use them to make bacon and eggs, but you would need to be able to kill pigs for that to get the bacon. So
And we can always get our backpacks later on because if this is the same town, then we're not. I wasn't too far from you, but I'm not going to get my backpack now. That's if I have an urge.
yeah, it's much better for us just to
I guess.
collect some wood. We'll fortify the church. We'll live in the church. How's that?
Okay. If it doesn't look too bad, then we'll go there. Yep.
See, I'm breaking a lot of my own rules. Generally, what I do, just to try and be efficient because time is such an important factor in this game, is I try not to be idle crafting-wise during everything else I'm doing. In other words, you can craft as you move in the background. So if you've harvested some logs and you're off to harvest more, try and craft those logs. If you're going to use the wood planks, craft them to wood planks as you're gathering more. Just try and be efficient. Time is of the essence. Certainly in the early levels.
I got some cable.
Some steel cable. All right, that's great. Steel cable was one of the elusive things that you can't craft that in our last couple of playthroughs we haven't been able to get because you need it for the mini bikes. We have yet to craft mini bikes, something they added during one of the last patches of the game. And we were never able to get them because we couldn't find steel cable and headlights, which are non-craftable currently in the game, and needed to make them. They're only looted from cars, and the loot in cars does not respawn. So that is a good thing. It's a bright spot in the.
I'm gonna get some frames going. I already got a door.
Yep. You get about 16 pieces of wood per log, so. And obviously you multiply that to however many pieces it takes to make a wood frame, and you can see that you need to always be gathering in the early part. I mean, if you can take out the zombies easy enough, go for it. They have great loot. Most of the time anyways. Plenty of great loot on them, but wow, there is so much aloe here. It's hard not to take it because you can make regular bandages that will just stop bleeding from a couple pieces of cloth, which, as we mentioned, you can get from cotton and cotton plants and whatever. But the next tier of bandage, which is a little bit better, that you can craft and gives you a slight heal over time, you use aloe and the regular bandages. So aloe only grows in the desert. It is another one of those. Well, I've seen it planted, I think, in other areas perhaps, but it's all over the place in the desert, so it is a slight advantage of desert living, I suppose.
Just trying to get as much stuff as I can.
Yeah. Even with all these logs everywhere, it takes about as many hits to take out one of those as it does a tree, so I don't know. Might be lots of them, but it's time consuming.
Yep, it is. Well, and even too, if you get anything like wood debris from like breaking things down, that does give you about 4 planks of wood.
Yeah, you also, for when you're busting through walls and certain other structures, you'll get wood debris. You can reform that wood debris into wood planks, so just an FYI. That's one of the aspects I love about the game. It's a resource. Whoa. Oh, I'm getting those logs. It's a resource gathering, at its finest, and you can thankfully get some of your resources in multiple ways, which I like. I know everyone probably wants to see zombie battles right now, but you know, it's just not worth it. Not until I have at least a spawn point. I just don't want to mess with these guys. That's another thing I should point out. As you can see, there's a lot more of them now. As you gather stuff in the area or build or especially craft and cook things, it raises, I guess they call it the heat level, but we'll call it the threat level for that area of the game. So as the threat level increases, zombies start wandering into the area to find out what's going on, I guess. And yeah, so that will increase the more activity in an area, be it looting and smashing stuff, and even opening drawers. It makes noises, is another thing to be aware of when you're looting houses, busting through walls. All of these things attract more zombie attention. And even though they are relatively slow and relatively easy to kill when you have a decent weapon, they stun you probably 70% of the time, I would say, and then you're overwhelmed and you die. The stun locks might seem annoying, but I get it. I get why they're there. It's to make the zombies dangerous, to make that overwhelmed feeling. So I like it. I think it's a necessary factor. But it does make them deadlier than they seem to be. Getting cocky will kill you in this game,
Yep.
for sure. I get cocky all the time, and I die all the time. I'm going to try and resist that on this playthrough, but we'll see. I'm sure you'll see me get cocky and die. Alright. Alright. That's it. I'm not going to gather any more stuff until I have reached Kitten Tears.
Yep. So I'm trying to get as much wood as I
Alright,
can
that must be the
here.
town. Wow, this is Cactus City. This is...
Yep. And it's got quite a lot of stuff. It's a lot of buildings, and
You know, these scrap cars out here, too, if, you know...
I think you're near a hub city, babes.
Oh, what? No.
Yeah, you're near a hub city.
How far away are you?
I have no idea.
Oh, boy. I thought we were nearby. Maybe not. Oh, yeah. No, you're on the other side of this place. This must be the city you're in. I think.
Maybe it might be near it.
Oh, maybe it is. It
Yeah,
does.
mine does not
Yeah,
look like
that.
a hub city.
Yeah. All right. The hub cities, I guess, as we're calling them, on the pre-generated map I mentioned before. I think there's one or two, and they're called central hub cities. There are towns and cities in the game, and the cities, the big cities, are dangerous. They're full of those dogs we mentioned that you really don't want to get near. Plus cop zombies, or vomiters as we call them. They projectile spit streams of acid and other nasty things. And the spawns, you can't clear out a hub city. They'll just keep spawning zombies. They are deadly. You could kind of think of them as the end game looting areas of the game, and they have better loot for sure. I mean, there's a higher chance to get good stuff in those cities, but deadly. Not going near them anytime soon. So I'm gonna go around, circumnavigate this place. And as I go, alright, so we'll make some more of those wonderful wood frames. We're gonna need those. Do you have a door made? Some blocks?
Yep,
What are you
I
working
already
on?
have a door. Yep.
Okay. Alright, wood frames, you got a bunch?
I got about 4 for now, but I was making spikes as
Okay,
well.
yeah, you make the spikes, I'll make the wood frames. That
do
was
have
the
a
plan, I
door.
believe.
Yeah, I got about 6 frames. I know that's not enough. But,
Oh, I've been foolish.
Uh-oh, what?
No, I let myself run out of axe. It's easy to remedy. There's grass everywhere. And stones. But
And I'm not that far from the church.
yeah, quality level, as well as affecting the damage it does, affects the sturdiness of the item. So early level axes, they break far quicker than you think if you don't pay attention. Alright, did I pass any rocks here? There we go. Those juicy trash bags are hard to resist.
I know.
Why are there never stones when I need them? Sticks. Oh, crikey. I hear
Sorry.
dogs.
No.
Alright, I'm just gonna get out of this situation before cockiness gets me killed again.
Yeah, because we don't have that much longer, so I'm gonna try to. Let me see if I can try to go in there now
Alright,
and fortify that place if I can.
sticks. What I need is sticks. Alright,
See if I can try to get in there. Sneak.
go.
Something.
Sticks and stones, with which I will break their bones. Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Yes. Alright. Let me just make a couple axes real quick.
Are doing good. Undetected.
Oh, I hear bees too. There are also giant killer hornets in this game. Fun, fun, fun. They also are all over the place in the hub cities. Whoops. What did I just do?
Right, I'm gonna try to get into this church. So far, I'm doing so good.
Alright, great.
So far, so good. Hopefully, there won't be a bunch of zombies in there when I go in there.
We shall see. I gotta get us some more wood, at least a little bit, on my way there, because gonna have to make some doors, chests, what have you. Although I gotta get away from this hub city, I really should just not be that way. I don't know, this is gonna be tough to go around. Seems giant. So, I do not want to run through it, but maybe. Well, Kitten Tears, this thing is pretty big.
Your hub city?
Yeah. Seems that way. I'm just running down the street in the middle of it. I'm gonna make the risk, because I think that's the direction you're in. No, it's not. Wait, what the hell are you? Oh. Ha! Never mind. I got confused. I was already past the hub city. I thought you were my backpack. Alright, never mind. That was my fault. I started heading towards my backpack again. Alright, so that's good. I think I'm relatively close. I'm just going to gather some logs as I go. I know aloe, I walk right by it. Oops. What the? Ay, ay, ay. Flaming zombie.
Yay! Well, I got a door.
Oh. Alright, as you can see, I am on fire. There are zombies. Burners, we'll call them. They used to be in biomes that were like burnt and smoldering forests, which I haven't seen those biomes anymore. These ones must have come from the hub city. They must have followed me, all the noise I was making. And they will also set you on fire. And unfortunately, if you drop a backpack and are killed by a bunch of them, they can set your backpack on fire and destroy it, it seems. I've had it happen to me, or something seems to have happened, and that's what I reckon it was. So yeah, just gonna get away from there. I do not like them. There are a variety of different zombies with different abilities. I should also point out in the next patch, one of the things I'm excited for is they're adding new HD zombie models that look better and are animated better. I can't wait for that. Can't wait for the motion capture animations. They also will react when you hit them in different areas, the legs or the head or what have you. So yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. Also new character models and character armors. They had recently added the new skybox and weather effects, which I think are absolutely great. Before that, they had updated the graphics for the voxel-based terrain, which I think's pretty good considering it's. So that's
I'm definitely being sensed.
one of the nice things about playing an alpha is you also get to see it get better as you go. At least if the developers behind it are putting a effort into actually developing and not just milking Steam green light buyers. All right, I better get close to you. I thought I was closer than I am, and I see it is. Whoops, 1800 hours.
Unfortunately, I'm in the house and I'm being sensed, so it's kind of hard to go out there right now and do anything.
It's fine. I gotta get some more wood though, at least a few on the way there, because I'm gonna need it for chest doors, whatever.
Yep.
So let me just grab maybe 4 or 5 logs.
That might be okay.
Well, hopefully.
Oh, nope, nope. She's coming back around, and I'm being hunted. Up, and she's banging on the door. F you,
Oh,
no.
you had made a door?
Yep.
Okay. Well, still.
Unfortunately, I'm being hunted, and I'm in my. I'm just gonna have to have her come in.
Well, you do what you got to him.
Hey, close the door. No! No, I got another zombie.
I'm almost there.
And I'm
I'm
infected.
almost there.
Oh, God. And I'm bleeding. I'm not gonna live.
Yep.
Oh. Oh, God. I'm not gonna live anyways. I'm gonna die.
Well, put anything you have that's good on your hot bar.
Yep. Get the spikes.
Oh, too bad I'm almost there, too.
Yeah. Oh, no. Going to die.
You don't have any pain pills or anything that might keep you
Nope.
going? No bandages?
Nope.
I'm sorry, Kitten Tears.
Ah,
Oh. Alright.
stop.
Well, I will try and avenge you, or I will die myself.
Yeah. Now, since it's going to be nighttime soon, I don't know if I'm going to be able to run to you in time.
You have 2 hours, so depending on where you
Try.
spawn, that's...
Oh, it looks like I'm near. Oh God, please tell me I'm near the same city.
Actually, I have this reinforced iron club. It's not that bad. Maybe I could even clear these things out, but we really need you to get here and lay spikes as soon as you get here.
Yeah, hopefully if I get there in time. I think I'm here, actually. I think I'm here.
Alright, well just get
Good.
over here and lay the spikes.
Yay! I am so glad that I didn't spawn too far. Maybe they do that now. Maybe when you die,
I
they...
don't know, honey. Just...
Yeah. Hopefully. Yep, here you are.
Alright.
Great. So where you want me to start laying these spikes? Out front?
Yeah, lay a patch in the road so that we can clear out these zombies.
Okay.
Wood spikes, great thing you want to have early game. Once you've got your wood blocks, I mean your wood frames and a good amount of wood, next thing you want to probably craft is your basic log spike, not log spikes, basic spikes you can craft from sticks that you make from the planks. These here,
Ah,
they do tremendous damage to the zombies when they walk over them. You won't get XP if they're killed by the spikes, as opposed to killed by you. Although if you get the killing blow, I think you do get the XP. But early game, honestly, you just need to...
watch out behind you.
Whoops. You just need to clear out areas of zombie infestations quick. This is the way to do it. And you can still get the loot from their corpses. So even if you don't get the XP, loot is all important. So,
Trying to get her to go through.
yep.
They're not as big. got a nurse.
Yeah, nurses are something that you want to try and kill whenever possible if you have the ability,
Good.
because they're more likely to have medical loot, like pain pills and bandages, and that's
All
stuff you
right, and I got an
definitely
extra
want.
bandage. Okay, so I'm gonna go inside right now and grab my backpack.
All right, I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try and get some more logs real quick.
Definitely got a meat mound in here.
Yes, when I should note when you kill zombies, their bodies will further decay into what we call meat mounds. I believe the term in the game is gore blocks. But oh, she's smashing it in there. And
Yep.
that is a meat mound. And they're a bit of a problem, a further problem of the zombies. Leave behind a little goodbye present, because
Yeah.
they will block up your spikes. You can't
I
go
don't know
through
how
them.
much
You can walk over them.
more
So,
time we're gonna have.
yes, I know. We're just going to grab whatever we
I'm gonna
can.
try to put some spikes down. What I'll do is I'll put some spikes on the stairs when we get inside, so that way we'll just trap
Yeah,
ourselves
we
in.
may as well just get inside now. That will be the end of our episode.
Yeah, because we are just a little bit running it too close.
Hmm.
But what I'm gonna do is put some spikes in front of the stairs for now.
Oh, wow, a coffin. I've never seen that.
Oh, I didn't even see the coffin.
Interesting. All right, well, that will be how we end this adventure, looting this
Okay.
spooky coffin in the
Just be careful. There are
abandoned
spikes.
church. Come on, Kitten Tears, let's see what we got here so we can end this.
Okay. All right. Wow. Let's search the coffin. And there's nothing.
Well, I wanted to search it, but never mind.
Sorry. Oh, there wasn't anything.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, we will end this episode of The Adventures of Pagan and
Kitten
in
tears.
7 Days to Die. See you next time.
Bye, everyone.